Major backups on one of the Valley's busiest roads tonight as crews are getting ready in the resort corridor for the Las Vegas Grand Prix. The third and final U.S. race of the Formula One calendar speeds into town November 18th.
Yeah, but before that can happen, every road along the massive street circuit has to be repaved. And right now, that means all that extensive work through the heart of the Strip. So through May 19th, crews will be working paving Las Vegas Boulevard from Sands to Harmon. Right now, they're in the thick of it, shutting down half the road in front of Caesars. Fox News' Mike Allen is on the Strip tonight with more on all the areas you should avoid.
Yeah, definitely try to avoid the Strip between Flamingo and Caesars Palace Drive. That's where I am right now. And as all this paving is going on behind me, to my right, only a couple of lanes of traffic open. And actually, this is about as fast as it's been moving all night, funny enough. But big time backups for drivers. I talked with a couple people involved in the paving process for an update. Laying the roadwork for Formula One to come to town.
It's going to be great things to this city. It's going to be something new, something different.
Meanwhile, traffic on the Strip grinds to a halt.
We're doing it slow, and the reason why we're doing it slow is to meet the requirements that was put forth by Formula One.
Zenith Haniff is with Empire Caterpillar, which is supplying much of the equipment for this massive paving project. She says the operation is using some new technology.
And some of the 2D technology and thermal mapping really help us to keep track of every inch that is being poured.
That tech is important for a project as big and intricate as this one. It's making for a longer paving process, but it is a necessary evil. That's because F1 cars ride extremely low, and uneven surfaces can prove dangerous when they reach breakneck speeds over 200 miles an hour.
But if everything goes well with this one, the maintenance won't take as much time because this is laying down 2 base layers that won't need to happen the next couple of years as we do maintenance.
And officials with the Las Vegas Grand Prix tell us don't expect to repave every year, just normal maintenance. They say they'll evaluate after the first race and look at any changes as needed. But for this time-consuming stage of the project,
We're trying to work as diligently as possible to keep things open.
crews will be working well into summer,
If it's 110, 115, 120, we'll pave.
getting these roads ready for some of the fastest cars on Earth. This week marks 1 month since crews have been paving on the boulevard. About 2.5 weeks left on the Strip. Crews will take a break during EDC weekend when hundreds of thousands will be in town, and then they'll start back up on Harmon. Reporting live on the Strip tonight, Mike Allen, Fox 5 News, local Las Vegas.
All those preps for the Las Vegas Grand Prix extended even beyond the Valley. First responders will be heading to the Miami Grand Prix this weekend. They're going to be learning the ins and outs of keeping all those drivers and spectators safe during a Formula One race. We're going to hear from them tonight at 10:30.